my soul to the devil, said you don't need your heart in this world full of trouble where the madness won't stop. And they take advantage and they run for the hills, 'cause life is hard and they swallow the pills, being lonely.
It's a sign of things to come. Pressure beating like a drum. A broken omen that was left here for us. We have found it in the dust. Our reality convulsed. We reach into the infinite to survive. When the blood covers my face and the tears have been erased, we will find ourselves infinite time. When the world is left to waste, all morality misplaced, we will find ourselves infinite time. a sign of things to come. Pressure beating like a drum. A broken omen that was left here for us.
Hello everybody, welcome to stream. X-Plane 11 stream. We're going to be here down at Portland National Airport. We're going to be flying down to San Francisco in the 747. So I finally got this plane working. There was finally an update that I got a while ago. But I never really got into getting it back in the stream, and I never really flew it in a while. So we're going to try to get this plane back in the air. Dusting all the dust off this plane. It's been a while since I've flown this plane. I'm gonna be a little bit rusty. I'm gonna forget how to start this plane. I'm gonna forget how to do things on this plane. Probably gonna let's see how the landing is, see how the approach is. But other than that, I'm very glad to have this plane back. And we got a nice little FEDEX livery here with the panda. Kyle, nice panda. Yes, gotta have the panda on the side. So yeah, we're gonna get back into flying this plane again because I flew this plane a little bit in X-Plane 10, and I always wanted to fly it, and possibly gonna get back into doing long haul. Maybe get back into a long haul flight. Maybe something. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, but we'll see what happens. This plane is on the Boeing 77 Lima long range, I believe it was. But yeah, somebody made this for the 747. I know FEDEX doesn't use. I believe they completely phased out 747s completely, if I'm correct. But somebody made over here, and I absolutely love it. The detail on is really good. So, it only on this. Yeah, I know it's only on 777, but I like it on the 74. Looks good. I like it on the 74. All right, so we're gonna get into the checklist and get our plane started. So we have our checklist here, which I was working on for like the past hour and a half or so. It's just I had to clean it up. There was another checklist I used, but this one's like brand new, just a little more organized, a little bit shorter. So let's see if I can remember how to start this plane, get everything going. So we're going to go into the cockpit here, and we're going to, I believe you have to get all these illuminated. Then we're going to keep the demand pumps turned off for now, I believe is what the checklist is going to direct us to do. But for electrical, where were we at? So we got some of the stuff in. We got the battery on. We got standby power onto auto. Hydraulic demand pumps are all off. Gear lever is down. Flaps are checked. APU is on, or is running. Electrical system is going to be set. So electrical system, if I'm correct, that's just basically all of these here. So all these onto auto for us, as that's what it's going to end up doing, or end up being anyway. So we got all those onto auto. We got our utility, left and right utility buses, all that stuff good to go. So we'll do the alignment here soon for the FMC, as we're not really worried about that right now. We're going to then go to HP bleed, and then we'll get into FMC. FMC is coming up right after this checklist, so we will have to get those on. But AP bleed air will be coming on, so AP, it's just packs over here, so let's see, packs, AP bleed. Okay, I guess they come on before. I'm not used to doing that, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get we're gonna get the trim air. Oh yeah, trim air is only for the 7. Yeah, it's not modeled in this, but I'm thinking of the 7. I think it's a 777 where you could turn it on. But get the packs on, get the ice engine valves on. We'll get all these engines. They're on. Isolation valves are opened. Packs are set to normal. And we're basically good to go there. Fire panel, not going to worry about. Nav equipment, we're not going to worry about that as well. Flight deck lights, actually we need to set those to nav. There we go. Alright, so flight deck lights, we're not going to worry about that. Actually, wait, we're going to fly real time. We're going to actually fly real time, something I don't usually really do in my flights. So we're actually going to set this to real time. I think it's going to be kind of dark. Let's see how dark it is. Okay, it's not that bad, and I need to fix that real quick. That really low? Yeah, we need to fix this, so go to visibility and lights. We need to turn that down a little bit. When is it? That again. Bloom near? No, it's not the bloom. And that distance. What is this? What option is it? I have no idea why my lights are so bright. Like, they are extremely bright. Like, holy crap. The hell just happened to my lighting? One of these settings, but cannot remember which one it is. Oh, it's this one right there, right? Oh, that's actually bad. There's no bueno. I think it's this one. See this one? Yeah, okay, it is this one here. So this one was just a bit too much, and we're gonna turn that down to 100. And so they're a bit better. Yeah, they're much better. So it's kind of dark in the cockpit here, but we'll get the lighting. Go up to view. We're gonna get our aviation flashlight, and we're gonna try to find our lighting panel here. Here we go. That turned up. Get that turned up. Get the dome light turned up. Storm light. I don't think we're really need that. Out here. Guess we can't use that. Alright, so now we have some lighting in the cockpit, so now it's much better, so we could turn the aviation flashlight off. So we're going to fly real time, and it's pretty damn dark, so we're going to go ahead and close rendering options, and we'll save that later. Actually, we'll go ahead and save it now so I don't forget. So save it, and we'll go and get rid of that. What is that? This is rendering options. It just adds more rendering options to where if you're getting bad frames in X-Plane, you know, X-Plane doesn't have a very great rendering, you know, graphics settings, so you could use this to change your graphics. You could change it however you want. You could change it. You could change a lot of stuff in here, which is really cool. And it's also XEnviro capable, so I don't have XEnviro, so I'm turning that off. Alright, so go and continue on. So nav equipment is on, those are being aligned. Flight deck lights are set, and FMC, we'll go and get that set. So let's go to FMC here. Put a pause in it, and we'll set a reference airport KPDX. Set that in there. Now set for us, and we will go to a route page. Set our destination of KSFO. Set that in there. And flight number is going to be FEDEX 318, as always. And we'll activate that, execute it. We'll go to the departures and arrivals page. We'll go to KPDX departures. And we will be on 28 left, I believe, is what we're going to be departing on. Let me double check with that. So 28 left, whoops. Yeah, so we're over here, so we're going to be on 28 left. So we're going to depart 28 left. We're going to be on the Mini 5 departure. We're going to be on the FAMIC transition. We're going to execute that. So we're going to go back to route page. We're going to go to the next page, and we're going to enter in a few more waypoints here. So we're going to be entering the Quebec 3 airway. After the Quebec 3 area, we're going to be on the Firefly waypoint. So fire. Go. We're going to enter that in there, and then we're on from the Firefly. We're going to re-enter the Quebec 3 airway. So Quebec 3. Enter that in there, and then Quebec 3. We're going to get off the Quebec 3 airway via the found waypoint. Put that in there. And that's okay, it's just going to correct that for us, that's alright. But anyways, after that, we're going to then be on the Melbeck Bodega 2 arrival into San Francisco. Now once we're done with that, we're going to go to departures and arrivals. We're actually going to go to legs, make sure that all entered in. And looks good to me. So we're going to go to departures and arrivals and go to arrivals. We're going to be on the Bodega 2 arrival. Melbeck transition, we're going to be on RNAT, or ILS 28 right. And we're going to choose, we'll choose Archie. So we're going to be on the Archie approach transition. We're going to execute that. We're going to go to legs. We're going to see if we have any discontinuities right there and clear that up, execute it. And we're done with that. So FMC for that part is good. We're going to go here. We're going to set this in. This will get all of our zero fuel weight, our planned fuel. Planned fuel, we're going to go ahead and actually get the plane fueled up and loaded. Fuel, we're going to manual fuel. So we're going to be carrying 56,000 pounds of fuel today. Actually, let's make sure that this is in pounds and not kg. That weight is pounds. Go make sure that's actually as pounds. Yep, we're good. Alright. So we're going to go to fuel, and we're going to set this to 56.0. So 56.3, close enough. And we're going to go ahead and go manual select, and we will load the fuel. So that's going to load the fuel for us. And while that is doing that, we're going to go to the loading here to get our whatever loading. So we're going to get this loaded up. So we're not going to do manual load. We'll do 75% load. That's going to make us Oops, okay, I didn't change this, but we'll load the aircraft there, and that's going to change our zero fuel weight. Then we'll go to fuel, make sure that's loaded. It is loading now. And it looks like we are all loaded up and ready to go, so we'll go to the doors, and we'll go ahead and close the doors. And first, so there goes the nose ramp, or the nose dome. And then, basically, we are good with that, so I think we need to change any sounds here. Sounds are pretty good. For some reason, you can't really hear the plane's doors closing. Usually, you could hear those, but not today. All right, so got the plane loaded. Let's go and make sure our fuel is correct and set in 56.3. That's correct. And let's go and actually see if we have equal balance in our tanks. Somewhat good enough. It's not too off. Alright, let's go back to our checklist here. We got FMC set and checked. We got electrical system set, a hydraulic system. We already got those. Yeah, we already got those. So we just need our hydraulic pumps. So hydraulic pumps. I don't exactly remember when those come in, but I felt like I seen it on here. So let's go to the next page real quick and let's see if it's on here, because it may be on here. So hydraulic demand pumps, hydraulic demand. I know hydraulic demand pumps set. Okay, so those are going to come in later, but I think for now we'll probably set those on. I think it's the outer 1 and 4 is the ones that you set on to auto, or you set them on, and then you leave these ones on off for now, if I'm correct. And we continue down our normal flows. So, go back. We're on the first page, right? Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Again, it's been a while since I've flown this plane. Alright, start panel. Is going to be set. Start panel, start panel. Start panel on it. Start panel, no start panel. We'll skip that. Oh, it's right here. I can't really see it, but we already know what those are. That's where we turn on the engine. That's where we activate the engines to turn on. Jettison system, we're not going to worry about that. We don't worry about jettison fuel, but it's good to know that we do have that, because I probably will need to be doing that depending on how much extra fuel we do have. We got our crossfeed and all that stuff going. We got our window heats. We're going to go ahead and get that, and then yaw dampers are going to be coming on. So yaw dampers will be coming on along with our window heats. Window heats were at window heats. There they are. And we got anti-ice. Anti-ice we're not going to be using. We're going to keep that in the off position. There we go. Window heats, and all those are basically good. We don't need wipers on. Start panel set, jettison system, ice system, heat, yaw dampers, pressurization. Pressurization is alright. If I'm correct, it is automatically set in this plane, so we don't need to worry about that at all. Air conditioning is all set. Bleeds panels are all set as well. And cooling is already set on normal for us, so that's good. Exterior lights we're going to go and set, so we're going to go and get the we're going to keep the beacon off. We're going to get the logo lights on. Speed brakes are retracted, thrust levers are down and closed. I'll make sure that is actually true, because last time my thrust reversers were open. Don't want to start engine. Fuel control switches are cut off, communications are set. I believe that there's no tower on right now. Let's go to plug in box and show who's online. Nope, there's nothing. So we're going to go ahead and set it on 122.8, so there we go. We're going to have 122.8 on the active frequency. Park brake is set. Fuel control switch is cut off. Communication radar, we're not going to set radar yet. Seatbelt signs, we're not going to worry about that. We are flying cargo. Transponder is set. Our displays are set. PFDs, NDs, and all that stuff is set. So let's go and set our ND. Display the map here. And we're going to go ahead and actually set this. So left. Set this to. Which one is it? CS, probably not. Engine. What is it? Nav. Nav, it has to be nav. Nav, there we go. Alright, that's what I wanted. I don't know why I changed that. So we're going to set this one electrical. Now we can actually set it to fuel. Good on fuel, it reads back what it says. And I think we're all good. Alright, so auto brakes, RTO, or the auto brakes in the plane, they're up here somewhere. There they are. Alright, so RTO. And we're basically good with that checklist. Before start checklist, we're going to go ahead and get our speed set to going to depart out of here. Since we're flying heavy, we're going to do 220. Make sure we don't stall the plane on takeoff like we did last time. We're going to set our heading to, I think it's 284 for the heading at this airport. So it's a 284. I believe that is the rough heading of this runway. 284 should be 283, close enough. Get it exact. So altitude, we're gonna go and set that to our cruise altitude. So we're gonna set that up. Brandon Baptiste, hopefully I said your last name right. Thank you for stopping by tonight. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy the stream. A little bit slow, so don't worry about me. If you guys know how to fly this plane exactly, or if I'm doing anything wrong, feel free to nudge in and say something, because it's been a few months since I've flown this plane. Probably, yeah, more than a few months, but we got all that set up. We're going to have LNAV and VNAV all go ahead and have set. Since we have no ATC, we don't have to worry about that, so we're just going to blast on out here. We're going to get the flight directors on. Fuel system is set. Seatbelt signs, again, I'm not going to worry about that. Performance data, checked and set. V2 set on MCP. We're going to ignore that. We're going to set to 220. So doors are closed, and actually speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and continue on down here now that we've got fuel loaded. So now we've got fuel loaded, we're going to reset, make sure our V-speed, or our, not V-speeds, make sure our plan and everything is set. So plan we're going to set for the same thing here, so 56.2. We're going to set that in the plan. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're not going to worry about that. Alright, reserves, we're going to just put 1.2 for reserves. Valid format. Okay. So, I think it's just like 0, 1. Okay. Reserves, plan. I don't think that's right. 56. Aha. There we go. So 56. I don't know if that's correct, but we're gonna go with it. Alright, cost index. We're gonna go with 180. Just a number I pulled out just randomly. Plan. Okay, that doesn't seem right. So we're gonna set this to 10. We're gonna see what that sets to. We're gonna try to get it roughly around there. So 12. SimBrief did not give me a reserve weight, so we're just going to try to get as close as we can to our planned fuel there. So it's getting there, so we'll try 22. Not going to change much. We'll try 25. And that is actually perfect right there. So we're going to set that there. We're going to set our cruise altitude to 370, and we're good there. So let's go thrust limit. We're going to set our flex. I don't know how you set the flex in the 7.4, or what the flex should be, but as I always do, set it to 45. Flaps, we're going to take off with flaps 20, and we're going to set our V speeds. Make sure our trim is going to be 18.6, or our center of gravity is 18.6. Our trim is going to be 7.3. Where's our trim indicator? I think it's actually on the here. We'll set that. There it is. So 7.3. We'll set that for the trim, and good there. So let's go back to legs here. We're done with our FMC now completely. Don't have to go back to that. We're going to clear the caution there. Doors are closed. Door selector's automatic. I don't think we're really worried about that. That was seatbelt sign, but oh well. I don't remember where the door selector is, but we don't have to worry about that. Again, we're flying cargo, not passengers. Beacon lights, we're going to set those on to both, and we are basically almost ready for pushback. Fuel demand, or hydraulic demand pumps, we're going to set these on to auto. So these left and right are going to be on. We'll set those to auto when we get our engine starts, I believe, when you set them back. Packs are set. Engine, whatever the hell, MFD, I don't know what that is, but I read up on it, but I can't remember what it was. Before taxi, APU off, and all that stuff. So we're going to get ready for our pushback. We're going to go and get our fuel pumps running. Center, we're going to leave off. We're going to leave cross feeds off. And we're basically good to go. Let's go and check and make sure we have no errors here. So electrical generators are off. Oh, maybe that would help. I think I'm actually supposed to have those on. EEC modes, we almost forgot about those. Where are the EEC switches? There they are. But we need to get these guys on normal. I thought I was forgetting the EEC switch. Now, generators off. So I think that's just because we have the engines are not started, so we won't worry about that. We'll see what happens if we blow up our plane, or if we just kill the engines, or if we successfully get out of here without any errors. We'll see what happens, guys. Alright, so we're going to release the park brake. We'll get ready for our pushback. The park brake? Yeah, that's just real. Sound doesn't work. Go and set. Actually, we'll just set that in the off position. Alright, so before taxiing all that stuff, we're going to get to that. Let's go and make sure that our rear is clear. So clear right, clear left. Really hard to see the taxi. Oh yeah, the MVG. Alright. There's no light. Oh, there are lights there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to plug and go to better pushback. Where is it? Better pushback. We're going to go pre-plan pushback. And, oh, I didn't even know it did this at night. And then we'll go ahead and rotate. Set it up about there, should be good. And we will hit enter to accept the plan.
Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Should the hydraulic be on packs? Auxiliary rather. Should the hydraulic be on packs? Did they? I have no idea. It's been, like I said, it's been a while since I've flown, but hydraulic should be on packs. What do you mean packs? There's no packs. Are you talking about the packs over here? So we're actually gonna disable, because if I remember, you could disable two out of the 3 packs, and you'll still have engine start. So I've disabled the left and the right, if I remember my knowledge, and then we'll keep the AP bleeds on, or AP bleed on, and the engine bleeds on. So we got the packs off and ready for engine start. Let's go ahead and get on out of here with the pushback. So we'll go and start the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Here he comes. In real life, you're supposed to call the technician. I don't know about the sim. You can't do that in the sim. Not in this sim. The 4th hydraulic is on auxiliary. Is it supposed to be on auxiliary? I never turn them on auxiliary. I always turned them both on to on, as that's what like the old checklist I used to use did, and that's just how that's how I remember I used to fly the plane. I turned it told me to turn 1 and 4 in the on position, and then 2 and 3 in the auto position. But I don't know. You could be correct on that, and in real life, you could be correct. I don't know. I'm not a pilot in real life, so I have no idea. But you could be correct. But I don't know if it's simulated. I don't want to set it now because I don't want to break the plane right now.
Set
but
parking brake.
Alright, we'll set the park brake, and we'll wait for that to come on. We're gonna get some music playing as well. It's a little bit playing right now. We don't have any ATC, so let's go and get some DJ quads playing. The lighting is very alright, that's alright. Get us locked in. What I mean about the early comment is the alert you got on the iCast. Oh, did I? Oh! Yeah, okay. Like I said, you could be right. You probably are right on that. But I think that's just because we don't have the engine started, if I'm correct. So let's go and see. So let's go and set the lower...
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Yeah, it's because... I think it's because... we don't have the engine started.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright. Wow, look at the reflection on those engines. It actually looks really at night. Cool. Alright, so we can start the engines. So we'll start engines 1 and 2 first. They're coming alive. Seems like everything's good. They're coming alive. Let's go and see if those get knocked off the list there, which they should. Once they actually hit the proper N2. Fully start. Yep, there they go. Alright, so we're good. We started the plane successfully. we didn't blow up the plane, which is a good thing. You know, for not flying this plane a long time, I'd say that's success. Wait for the those things to pop back out. There's 1, there's 2. Alright. Go and start engines 3 and 4. Get those knocked out. PMDG? No, this is not PMDG. We're flying X-Plane. PMDG has not made it 100% to... PMDG has not made 100% over to X-Plane yet. They made a plane for X-Plane, which was the DC-3, I believe, and they just never really got it. But they do... they did make a post, and they do have plans on making aircraft for X-Plane, though. They said that they do have plans. So yeah, we'll maybe see DC or maybe see PMDG in the near future. Oh my God! Uh-oh. This is not good. Uh-oh. I think he's gonna stop. Is he gonna stop? Nope, he just slows down. Alright, we'll go and stop the pushback. See if he puts us in the right direction. Oh! Nope. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. We'll go ahead and pull the pushback. So, note to self, this plane does not work good with better pushback at all. This plane, alright, so we have to keep that in the notes. This plane does not work good with the plug-in better pushback. Is it stopping us? Stop the pushback. You're not stopping? He's just not stopping. He's not stopping. Just bringing us to somewhere else. Uh-oh, guys. Alright, there he goes. He stopped. He stopped. We're good. Alright, now we can pull the park brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
You'll see that all day. Disable the plug-in, yeah. It's alright, he stopped. This is a great plug-in when it works. But it doesn't work very well with this plane. I mean, this plane does have its own pushback system, but I like that pushback system so I can start engines. Hopefully it did. Oh no, we blew our tires. Let's see if we could fix that. I really hope we could fix that, because that was a lot of work going through starting that. Get our failures pulled up here. Fix all systems. Aha! There we go, we fixed it. Alright. He is now gone. Don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's see and make sure our flight plan is still in, and looks like everything's still good. Yeah, we're still good. Alright, well that was interesting. Is there an update for better pushback? No. Maybe there is. I haven't checked lately. But anyways, we're good. We could probably just get a U-turn out of here. Yeah, we could just do a U-turn out of here. Alright. Interesting start to a flight. Let's go and set flaps to that 20. Kind of weird place. We'll wait for that to set. Want to make sure our flight controls are free and correct. Flight control. There we go. Now we'll do full left. Check. Full right. Check. Full back. Check. Full forward. Check. Full right rudder. Oh, I don't have my pedals plugged in. Let me go and get those plugged in real quick. I unplugged those because I was having issues when I was playing Life is Strange, and I unplugged them because, yeah, they were causing issues with the controller. What that plug is for? I can't even find it. Put it right there. All right, let me plug this in, and we'll get out of here. If I can just reach back there, grab it. There we go. Forgot about that. I unplugged those. Alright, there we go. Full right rudder, check. Full left rudder, check. We are good to go. This always happens to me after planning in X-Plane 11, it shuts down. Huh, weird. Strange. Alright, park brake can now be released. Let's go to the checklist here. And before taxi, APU will now come off since we're running on engine power, so APU come off. Hydraulic demand pump switch will now come on to auto. NEI systems are normal. Packs are coming back on. APU bleed is already turned off for us. Go to next page. And trims are set. Auto brakes are set to RTO. External lights will go and set the nav lights on. We'll go and set the wing lights on. Get the taxi lights on. We'll get the runway turn-offs turned on. Make sure we're not rolling forward here. No, we're good. Exterior lights are good, flaps are set, and taxi out. Flaps are verified, flight controls are checked, takeoff data is checked, and departure briefing is complete. Let's get out of here. Oh, you got it today? Okay, well thank you, Swole, for that. I'm gonna have to check that out then for sure. But I love the plugin. The plugin is amazing. Alright. We successfully got out of here somewhat to a certain degree. No, I said, but the plugin is amazing. Jesus flipper. Alright, let's go to PDX ground. So we're over here, so we're going to be taxiing by, let's see, we're coming out. The Echo 7? Should be Echo, okay, it's Echo 5. Alright, so we're going to be coming on Echo 5, Echo Charlie, runway. 28 left. Clear right, clear left. Alright, so we gotta taxi this plane a little bit awkwardly. We have to kind of overshoot a little bit and then make a turn to the right so our rear gear doesn't go off the taxiway. This thing I like about this is like the 747 is it's fun plane all around. Looks like you're about to like go off into the grass, but not. Amazing plane. Clear that. I think it's just because it's just because I'm adding too much power. Not gonna worry about that though. I wonder if they updated like the wing flux on this plane too upon X-Plane 11's update, or upon the update into X-Plane 11. Oh yeah, what flaps are we? I think that's 15. That's 10. We got set to 20. Alright, and then this should be Charlie right here. Nope, that's Foxtrot, but we'll take Foxtrot. We'll take a shortcut here. Little shortcut near UPS. Alaska Airlines back there. I need to fly the Dash 8 again. I've been planning on flying the Dash 8 again. I actually like that plane. Fun plane to fly. I'll have to see that in possibly the next flight sim stream. Got all of our lights. I want to get rid of that weird bloom. I wonder if there's a that. We'll do it on this straightaway. That's the 747. Yep, it's the 747-800. Alright, let's see if we could fix this now. Let's see. Unload that back up. Okay, so it's that, but you see, if I lower it too low, it doesn't look that good. definitely lowers that bloom around the thing, but the lights are just like very, very, very dim. Kinda weird. Go ahead and load that back up. Maybe if I change the bloom here. Oh, not good. Unload that back up. Yeah, there's not really much I could do about that, because I really do hate that. I don't like how the bloom is just that. It's so weird. Maybe there is a way to change it in here, but I'll have to experiment with this more, because I just downloaded this. I just installed this today, downloaded it yesterday, so I have no idea what its capabilities are. Apart from changing more rendering settings. Green Air landed the first 787-8i in Australia this week. Nice. I didn't even know I didn't even know it was the first 747-8 India that landed. I didn't even know. I didn't even hear about that one. Maybe I did. I don't know. Pay attention to it that much. Alright, so let's go and pull up our departure for the Mini 5. So as soon as we come out, we're going to go to Peg T. And then we're going to go to Kelly, then Dudray? I don't know what the hell. Coming up onto our runway, so we got Toga set. Is there the? I think we just hit throttle. It should set for us the Toga. If I'm correct. Plane. Been a while since I've flown this plane. All right. So coming up to our runway, we're gonna go and do our checklist here. So before takeoff, flaps are set. Transponder. Let's go and set that actually, just in case if ATC comes on mid-flight. Don't have it on standby. Alright, so let's go ahead and set our transponder to up here. Set our transponder to DARA. We're gonna leave at 0537. Gonna open our checklist here. Transponder exterior lights are set. Packs are normal. Takeoff clearance has been received. We're gonna actually go and check VATSPI, make sure there's no arrivals coming in to PDX. Nope, there's a guy flying over though. And we are the only people here. So, there's a guy coming in, but he's still a few ways out. Alright, go and pull onto the runway. And also, let's go ahead and also do this here. Get our XP Realistic Pro running. And 2-8 left identified. Alright, we're gonna listen to the engines here. It's gonna pause the music. I don't know if they updated the engine sounds, but we'll check them out here. Get lined up here. Got throttle on. I guess we can't set throttle mode. Nope.
89. V1. Rotate. V2.
Positive climb, gear coming up. Alright, good takeoff. We're going to set autopilot. Plane will do its thing for us. And not bad. Let's go and turn the sounds up. Sounds are really quiet in this plane. Go and bring flaps up. And it looks amazing. So what I was hoping this rendering option would do was hopefully to where I could like change the rendering distance of the lights was really what I wanted to do. Because I hate how the lights kind of just like load in blocks out there. Just kind of makes sense. The lights are basically like 3D objects loading in. I kind of wish I could extend them, but sadly I cannot extend them with this mode. So what I also want to do is like check out the different rendering styles. Oh, actually that changes it right there. Changes those the one like mine is just messed up. Mine I have those things. It's actually pretty bright. Hey, there's different lighting stuff, and there's also different cloud and atmosphere stuff you could do and whatnot. But I was kind of looking for something to extend the rendering distance of objects such as the lights, so that they're not just like loading in kind of squares. That's one of the things that That's one of the things about X-Plane that I wish they could have done better was the lighting. How the lights load in as like blocks in like squares, since they render on 3D objects like actual light poles. But it is what it is. It's like I try to change the number of objects, object density, all that stuff. Yeah, all these different options. Pretty cool. It's a pretty cool plugin. I'd recommend it. I actually like this one. This one's actually pretty cool. Yeah, the outside is super loud. let's go and check. Above 10,000 feet, let's go and get our lights off. Those on. Forgot to turn our strobes on, whoops. I'll turn those off, there we go. We're forgetting something, but whoops, oh well. We fixed it. Too much on that side. Alright, let's go and get the music back on. Oh, that is loud. Jeez. Alright, going up near 18,000 feet. Oh, we never set our altimeters. Oh well. Didn't really have ACE online anyways. Could check meters, but didn't want to. Yeah, that's alright. Have this on, we'll actually see what, see if Hero Board has anything new. Alright, let's see what Hero Board has. Oh, we have some new uploads. Been a while since I've been on there. Actually going pretty fast. Not expecting at least to hit the speed that we're at right now at the altitude that we're at. I mean, our cruise altitude is 370, so we're going to be going fairly fast. Turbulent. Much to look at. Hey, who here's looking into the MD11 by Rotate Sim? Their new MD11 that they're currently working on. I really want that plane. That plane is, I'm gonna do FedEx flights and that plane all like I've always wanted an MD11 for X-Plane. I've always wanted one. I love the MD11. It's a very cool look. I just love the look of that plane. It's just a very cool looking plane. Like they've been their updates that they've been posting, they look really good of the cockpit and everything. Francisco Blanco, what's up? Welcome to the stream. And no new updates as of yet, but they've been posting a lot of images of like the cockpit and the model of the plane. The cockpit looks amazing. Like as always, Rotate Sim's texturing skill is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And like watching the like looking at the Rotate MD80 and then looking at the Rotate MD11, it looks amazing. Francisco Blanca, thank you for the subscription, very much appreciated, man. Glad you're enjoying. Can't wait for the MD11. Yeah, I'm super anxious for the MD11 to come out. Like, it's just one of those planes that I really want. I'm new here, but I should be sleeping, but you know. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad you can make it. Glad you're enjoying. Yeah, the texturing work by Rotate is just outstanding. Like, it's absolutely amazing. They do a great job with their aircraft. You know, to a certain extent, I would say Rotate Sim is like the equivalent of PMDG, but just different style, different aircraft that they build. Like, it is. I'm gonna go out on my own opinion, say they are the X-Plane equivalent to FSX and P3D's PMDG, because their systems are really good. The flight models feel really good. The texturing is some of the best I've seen. Probably like the best I've seen in X-Plane 11. It is. They do a great job. Alex Tatum, thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Are we talking this year? Maybe. Yeah, this year. Unless PMDG has some new stuff out. I don't know. I don't really follow up on PMDG, but PMDG has some new things coming out that are even better than. I'll have to look into it. But as far as right now, I would say that Rotate Sim is the equivalent to PMDG right now for X-Plane, unless Flight Factor comes out with something better, which Flight Factor does a great job. They do an amazing job with their aircraft. The 757, I would say, sits on number 2 of my list of my favorite aircraft. IXCG does a great job, but they don't come out with as much aircraft as Rotate Sim has planned. IXCG has just one plane out. And if they're making another one, I know they're trying to perfect the 733, but if they come out with another one, then IXCG would probably be over Rotate Sim just by, they appear actually be tied for me in my opinion. They both have great texture work. But yeah. Do you only use X-Plane? Yes. As far as flight sims go, I only use X-Plane. That is it. I do have Flight Simulator X, but I don't fly Flight Simulator X anymore. I kind of just got out of it, and when I switched to X-Plane 10, I have absolutely loved X-Plane 10. And then yeah, got X-Plane 11 when it came out, and absolutely enjoyed it. So, yep, P3D is not really on my list. I mean, as much as I would actually, it'd be pretty cool to own P3D. It's just I wouldn't really get it because it's, you know, I want to pay for another sim, which I already have a good sim right now. Yeah, if PMDG has something else new coming out, then that'd actually be pretty cool. Cause I actually do I do like PMDG stuff. Their products are really good, but they're a little bit overpriced for me, in my opinion. Just a little bit overpriced for me. Let's call use FSX Steam Edition because of FS Passengers and the add-ons, but graphically taking it's very bad. See, FSX for its time, you know, for now compared to nowadays sims like out of the box, you know, it's not as good. But there are add-ons out there that makes FSX looks like one of the best, latest sims out there. But the only thing is you're gonna have to pay quite a bit to get that to get that type of graphical look. But yes, FSX, you know, straight out of the box is not the best given its time when it, you know, obviously when it released. But definitely if you spend the money on a sim to make it look good, like, you know, like P3D or even better than P3D, which people already do, that sim will look absolutely amazing. But it also depends on your PC specs as well, obviously. PMDG DC6 Cloudmaster for FSX and P3D. Your boy has actually released quite a few good songs recently. Yeah, now that I got the 747 working, what do you guys, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do a long haul. I mean, well, it depends on what type of long haul, so I'm just kind of like, been kind of thinking in my mind, like, of getting a long haul flight going. I know that in the past, some requested to get a long haul flight going. That piqued some people's interest, but not all. Either thinking of maybe from west coast to east coast of the U.S., maybe go out on a limb and do over the Atlantic. That's kind of not my thing, going over the Atlantic, because that's like a 7 to possible 10-hour flight. That's a long flight. That's, I mean, like New York to Heathrow. That's a long flight, and that's something that I feel like I'm gonna pass out midstream on. Maybe something kind of like maybe like Hawaii to mainland US or something, or I don't know. There's a lot of decisions I'm thinking of, but I feel like I'm gonna pass out midstream if I do New York to Heathrow. That's a long flight. Heck, I remember the one time I did Hawaii to Los Angeles. I almost passed out mid-flight. I was super tired. Yeah, longest flight you've made? Tell me any Tell me if my questions bother you. No, it's not a problem at all. No questions bother me in the stream. Longest flight I've done was that I completed was Hawaii to San Francisco. The longest flight I attempted to do was John F. Kennedy Airport to Heathrow. I did not complete that flight because I overslept. What I did was, and this wasn't in stream or anything, this was a while ago back in Flight Simulator X. I did a flight from John F. Kennedy to Heathrow, and I fell asleep maybe about like midway through, or like, you know, like the first quarter through, once I had autopilot and everything and made sure everything was fine. I took a nap to get most of the thing done, or most of the flight done. That way when I wake up, I'm like on my descent, so I planned all that out. I slept, and I overslept, and I was, next thing you know, I was basically over the northern part of France and like Belgium. Like I was across the English Channel in my flight. For some reason my flight, I think my autopilot just kind of went through all the waypoints, just kind of went off veering in that direction or something. I believe is what happened, but that's the longest flight I've done, and I didn't complete it. But yeah, longest flight I've completed was Hawaii to Los Angeles, which was five hours, I believe. Roughly 5 hours.
It's like an ocean, and the waves they crash and fall, and I feel an ocean. 'Cause we're big and then we're small, and sometimes we lose it. And I'm drowning till I'm out, and sometimes you prove it. And you bring me back around, and you give me that. Can you give me those eyes? You tell me you're back. I tell you you're mine. If I didn't make up to everything is alright.
Oh yeah, sometimes happens. I usually fly Atlanta to London or Copenhagen for virtual Delta 757 to 767. Nice. Yeah, see, I have the 757. I don't have the 767, but I do have the 747 for long haul. 777 for long haul. 75s do long hauls. If I'm correct, I think 75s are meant for medium haul flights, I guess, apparently, but I think they're capable of doing long haul flights, but I won't risk doing the over the Atlantic. But I think they're capable of doing it. What else do I have that's long haul? I have the A350 that's long haul, but the FMC is not functioning yet, and I think they're working on it, or XFMC is going to be having an update for that. I have no idea how that's going to work yet, but I'll figure out something about that. And then I think that's really it, as far as I can remember, for long hauls. Alright, Soul 217, thank you for stopping by tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. $757-200, it's a beast. Old gen planes rock. I love the 757. I love the 757. It is a great plane. The Flight Factor PMDG 757 is definitely one of my favorite. Definitely, like I said, the Flight Factor 757 is number 2 on my list of my all-time favorite planes that I own. Number 1 spot would have to be the IXEG 737, for sure. No doubt about it. IXEG 737, my favorite plane. I feel like if I'd have to do a long haul, I'd have to play something else on the side. Like, Probably like plug in my Xbox or something and play on my Xbox while I'm doing the long haul. Just kind of pay attention to chat or something. I feel like that's what I would have to do. Or just be on my phone, play games on my phone or something. Happy David here, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, glad you can make it, welcome back. Just doing a flight from Portland to San Francisco right now in the 747 by Super Critical Simulations Group, or also SSG. I don't know why this is not auto playing. Like autoplay is turned off or something.
Don't fit in my equation. A masterpiece fading since you became the enemy. Stranger that I used to know.
Do you use the app Flight Radar 24? There, I see real flights to do it on the sim. No, I use FlightAware. I do know Flight Radar 24 though. I use FlightAware though for most of my flights. Actually, all my flights I use FlightAware. Unless told otherwise, like through like an event or something. That's why I know Delta 757 operates throughout NYC, Copenhagen. Do they really? Okay, so 757s do fly long hauls. Okay. I own the 757. What I was trying to do was I was trying to see if there's a flight that actually did the 757 across the Atlantic, and apparently they do. I never knew that. That's good to know. The Fancy Chaos, man, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Oh, what's up, Bullet? Don't see where we're at so far. How long of a flight do you still have? Well, let's see. I think we're about halfway. We're just a little under halfway of the flight, so this is an hour and 50-minute long flight, approximately, so let's go and see what the FMC says. We weren't even timing, we forgot to use the clock, but that's alright, whatever. I believe this is progress. So our destination, our ETA of arrival is 0605 Zulu. So let's go to clock. 0605. So about an hour. So we probably just got about 30 minutes or so, or 50 minutes through our flight. So yeah, the stream is now on for an hour and 16 minutes. So we just have the next hour to do. So we're past already the first hour, or just like the first part, you know, the first hour, because it's roughly like an hour, 50 minutes, a 2-hour flight. So about 2-hour flight. So we're right through the first hour of it. Almost halfway. There's not much, just chilling, playing Siege. I'm gonna probably get on Siege here in a bit after this flight. So if you're still on, I'll definitely do some Siege. Let's see, is there any 757s active in the sky right now? Oh, there is. Oh no, that's my S to Miami. It's actually not a bad flight though. JFK to Miami, the 757. Not bad at all. JFK to Salt Lake City. In the next flight, I think we might do the Jamaican flight to, what was it called? There's a few recommended flights to Kingston, Norman, Manly. We're gonna probably do that in the next stream. I was gonna do that this stream, but I didn't have any of the photo reel for that area because I want to get photo reel for that area before I go flying over there. So yeah, we'll probably do that in the next stream. Next stream, I may do tomorrow. Might do tomorrow, just maybe. Depending on if I even get up in time. So yeah. Actually, let's see if there's scenery. I don't think I ever checked if there's scenery for that area, so I'm gonna go and check if there's X-plane scenery for there. And it looks like there is scenery. Let's see how good it is. Why is there an Alaska? Does Alaska fly there? I think they do. Not that bad. With photo reel, it would look better though. So yeah, we'll do that flight when I get photo reel. We'll definitely do that flight when we get photo reel, and I'll work on that tonight. Look, deal, Delta 78, Philadelphia Paris, Boeing 757-200 Delta. Alright. I didn't even see that. Let's see something. For this stream, I was actually about to do Heathrow to Dusseldorf, but I don't have any scenery for that area. Like I said, for a European flight, I want to get some scenery because actually it looks, you know, since I've never been to Europe and I'm not used to Europe, it actually looks pretty, you know, it's pretty cool to me, pretty unique. I mean, even though it's just flat and a bunch of farmlands and whatnot, but I think it would be pretty unique because I've never been to Europe and I don't fly Europe that much, so yeah. This guy's going all the way to Anchorage. Wow. From JFK all the way to Anchorage. Flying. What are they flying? 747. Oh, it's a cargo. Okay, I was about to say, that's a long flight. Never heard of that flight being done before. Yeah, let's see. Philadelphia, Paris. Boeing 75. Let's go to Philadelphia then. Go and search. Oh, yep. Delta 78 and American 754. Don't see Delta here. Huh, okay, does it actually show their route too? Does it actually show their whole route? That's the only problem with flying these long haul routes is I don't really know where to find the routes. Let's see. Maybe FlightAware has something on that, I don't know. Alright, here we go. And total flight time is 7 hours, so maybe 1 hour and 10 minutes remaining, so about an 8-hour flight. It's roughly about an 8-hour, 9-hour flight. You found Delta 78? Yes, I did. Yep, he is in a 752, so it's actually perfect. Oh, it does show their route too. It does show their route. That's good. That is actually really good. I have to probably bookmark that because that'll be nice to have. Let's go and check on our flight here. Down here. Want to hide the yoke so that way it's not in our way. Our top of descent is going to be at Found. So we're going to go ahead and go to our arrival into Bodega 2. And we're going to be coming in on Found. So Found is going to... Found at... Joni. So you got Joan, Melbeck. Okay, so it's right before. Okay, so it's right before. Okay, that's right. So Melbeck, we're gonna be at 290, so that's when we start our descent. Our estimated time is 0605-ish. Air 3. Clock here. Or 06, yeah, 0606. Good on time. Yeah, Melbeck's gonna be 290, it's already set for us. And Joni's gonna be at a speed restriction of 280 knots. And we're gonna be at around 240 to 280 in between, so we're good on that. Still got some time though. Do you know that American Airlines has their route KLX to Honolulu with A321? I did the flight and I ran out of fuel. I did that flight in the 737. And I did that route, or yeah, Honolulu. I didn't mind Honolulu to KLAX, and I flew the 737 and the 747. And well, both I've actually never ran out of fuel. I remember for the 737 flight I did Alaska Airlines, and then for the 747 I did FEDEX. Hi, I'm a pilot for Alaska. Oh, nice. What routes do you do?
stare out at the ocean. Wonder what could lie below. Think about how foreign time seemed. Many, many years ago. Takes all of a lifetime to never even truly know. Takes not but a moment to buy a ticket and just go. And I can't say where I've been, where I'm going in the end. And I can't say where I'll be when you come calling right after me. And I can't say where I've been, where I'm going in the end. And I can't say where I'll be when you come calling right after me, right after me. And I can't say. And I can't say. And I can't say.
They also brightened up the stars as well. I did not know it would do that. Wondering what those were. I thought that was like some weird texture glitch on the lower part of the panel. Captain Calzo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's going great. Making our way towards the San Francisco area. Actually, speaking of that, coming up towards our top of descent. So we're just a little bit above 40 nautical miles out from our top descent. So about 50, about 48 nautical miles and closing. Alright, so the plane is estimated. Go on, Susan. Also our frequency that we're on. More about that later. Okay, I wish I could stay for more time, but I have to go to sleep. 2:30 here in Argentina. See another live stream. Thank you for stopping by, Francisco Blanco. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. You need weather radar. Not right now. It's not. The weather in San Francisco is not bad. It's not bad. Windy, but that's typical San Francisco. It's a bit windy. There's gonna be 299 that once we start our descent. Alright, we'll go and start descending for 290. Does it use real weather, or is it generated depending on the server? I have it on real weather. Vatsim, what I'm connected through is the Vatsim network, and it connects, or it gets the real world data, and it tries to publish it as best it can. However, it's not 100% accurate. So that's when I use. That's why I use this plugin here, XP NOAA weather, and this basically adds in a. It takes from Vatsim, but it adds in different layers of weather, because Vatsim default weather doesn't do it. So there's turbulent, there's like different turbulence patches when you're up at these altitudes. Sometimes not really. So it gets all that real data and actually puts it into. It kind of merges it with the Vatsim weather. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty well made actually, and it's pretty realistic. So yeah. But Vatsim isn't necessarily 100% accurate. It's accurate, but only to a certain degree, and that's why you get third-party plugins and whatnot to add in those extra realistic features and feel to the flight. We need to use our center pump at all. No, we'll be fine. Our main pumps are still good. Yeah, I'll be fine with that. In a little turbulent patch right now. Gotta now go down 280. And outer throttle maintain us at 280 knots. Best it can. Alright, so now we're coming into Joan. Let's go to KPDX to arrival. Jones 280. We're actually going down for 4,000 or 24,000 feet. We're going to try our best to get down to 24,000 feet by there. So head down. To reach that in, and that is perfect. Upper heading bug. Then Bigelow's going to be at 190. You'll be able to make that if we're descending down to 240 here. Our fuel consumption should not be that much. Yeah, fuel flow's almost 0 to none, so that's good. I don't do a checklist. I don't think there's really too much though. Descent terrain clearance. I already know we're going to clear the terrain in San Francisco. We're going to be flying through the bay, so that's fine. Approach briefing, very, I guess, complete. We already know what we're doing and where we're landing and what our procedures are. Seatbelt signs, not gonna worry about that. We're flying cargo. That should basically be it if I'm correct, yeah. So the approach, exterior lights, and all that stuff will do once we get onto the approach. Still in some turbulence, that's alright. Ground set for 19,000 feet. That's perfect. And San Francisco altimeter will set up once we get towards 19,000 feet. That's going to be 2988. And we're going to be the only people coming into San Francisco for now. Delta 869, Boeing 767. Coming in from Las Vegas. He's still way out. He's not even halfway through his flight though. Wow, there's a light. It's all set for us there, so that's good. As we land on runway 28 right, we're going to get straight off. 28 right, we're going to try to get straight off of 28 right, maybe at Delta or Kilo. Gonna roll right past. We don't want to go Echo, so probably Delta or Kilo, and we'll go up here to the FEDEX ramp. Gonna be taxiway Zulu. So we'll get off around Delta Kilo. That's what our plan is. We'll go off Charlie, uniform Zulu. I think FEDEX is, yeah, FEDEX parks up here. That will be our plan for that. That is our plan. Alright, and then Lazit's gonna be... Lazit is gonna be at 16,000. Set it for 16,000. We'll wait to cross Bigelow at 19,000. We'll set our altimeter to 2988. Go. Bring this back. Get to Lazit. 16,000 feet. I don't know, I'm not, nah, we're not gonna jettison right now. I was gonna jettison off the center tanks, but it's alright. I was thinking about getting this plane, looks interesting from what I can see. Yes, Professor Jedi, this plane is actually pretty good. It's not like PMDG quality, so I don't expect it to be like high top-notch PMDG quality, but it is very well detailed, is very nice. Go and show you. Just gonna turn lights on. So just got the lights on. This is like the cockpit and everything. I have the yokes turned off. I don't know if you ever seen like videos of this already, but yeah, it's very nice, pretty nice. I actually like this plane. Works for X-Plane 11 obviously as I'm flying it now. Do I have those closed? Yeah. Okay, so make sure I have those closed. Yeah, it's pretty nice. A lot of people complain about the textures, but they you know, SSG fixed those over time. Apparently the color brown or something wasn't good, but I don't know. I didn't really mind for it too much. But actually, let's see if we can see the. Yeah, okay, we could do. See it now. Yeah, I like this plane. I'd say it's worth it. It's like it's on sale for $45 right now from $55. From $55 to $45. I'd say it's actually pretty good price for this plane, in my opinion. I bought it when it was $55, but worth it. I got the international one, so the passenger one, and I got this freighter one. Well, that's actually pretty cool. You get two planes for almost basically the price of one, but pretty cool. Got some problems up here. Oh, it's just a holding pattern. Yeah, it's just a holding pattern. Never remember. You know, I'm actually flying. I just tuned in. Are you a pilot yourself? No, I'm not a pilot. I am just a flight sim enthusiast. I do plan on in the future getting my private pilot's license, though. So yeah, I'm not an actual pilot. Let's do this for fun, for the joy of it, as a hobby. Work for Air Canada, nice. Go ahead and bring that back a little bit. And then we got Bodega, which is going to be at 13,000, so it's going to start descending for 13,000. Going to be a steep descent. Or not. It's not that bad. 1,800. Bad. I play X-Plane 11 myself. I'm a senior first officer. Nice. Very nice. What plane are you, what plane do you fly? Can I turn the... There we go, now it's on auto. Alright, then we got Cork at 11,000 at 250 knots. Went up onto Bodega, so let's go ahead and set that to 11,000. Back a little bit. And we are going to not start just bringing down our speed just yet, but we're actually going to do it now because we're actually with just a little bit above 5 nautical miles out from Cork. So we're going to start bringing our speed down, go and pull some speed brake here. Our speed down faster. Fly the A321, nice. My daily flight is from Montreal to Cuba Veradero. I said that right. I can't roll my R's as well, but kind of, somewhat. They really do that flight in A321? I guess it's not too long. That's a fairly long flight, but it's interesting. I don't really follow Air Canada that much, so I don't know their flights exactly. Go. Let's go and bring our speed brake. It's a 4-hour, 49-minute flight. Monday. Oh, nice. Monday flight. Is that Monday flight? Is that what you mean? That's supposed to... Monday flights only? I'm going to fly this morning at 6 a.m. Oh, nice. I'm actually going to be in sim. I actually plan on taking a flight over to Jamaica as well. Probably tomorrow. I have plans on doing it maybe tomorrow. We're going to go to legs here and check. So we got bricks. Bricks is coming up. We're going to be at 5,000 at bricks. So let's start bringing it down for 5,000. Gonna be a steep descent. Let's not do that. See, we got a lot of time. So Archie's gonna be at go to 28 right arrival. So Archie's only gonna be expected at 8,000. So we'll just set that to 8,000. We can send that fast and Archie, yeah. So about there. So we'll be able to make it. We'll make it. And let's go ahead and get rid of bricks, and we'll go straight to Archie. So let's go. Where's the direct page on here? I don't think there's a direct page on here. I just have to do this. And execute that, and it'll bring us direct. How does LNAV and VNAV work in this plane? You just press the buttons and let the plane do its thing. I mean, as long as you have the FMC tuned correctly, all you gotta do is press LNAV and VNAV, and your plane will follow it. I don't like to use VNAV on my descents. I like to descend manually. As that's just instinct from just like working with ATC and whatnot. You don't keep your VNAV on all the way through the descent because like I said, ATC is gonna be telling you other things to do. So I don't get in the habit of using VNAV on my descents. But basically, it's just just click them on, turn on the autopilot, and just let the plane do its thing. I meant there's once back and forth every day. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Monday, like MON as in Monday flight. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, as long as you get the FMC tuned correctly, the LNAV and VNAV will work flawlessly in this plane. So we can't really see the airport right now due to the cloud cover. That's alright. Oh, there we go. Now the clouds are gone, so now we'll be able to see the airport. There it is. Pretty close to it. And clouds are rolling back in now. Weather update. But every 4 months I could spend 4 days in a 4-star hotel. Nice. That's always pretty nice about that. We're below 10,000 feet. Let's go get our lights on. Now we have something like we have our engines to look at. Yeah, the Zeebo 737 sometimes has a problem with VNAV. I've never had a problem with the Zybo or Zeebo 737. I flew it maybe like 2 or 3 times only, but still, I've never really had an issue with that plane at all. It's a pretty good plane. Pretty awesome plane. I just say to go Mach 0.84. Bit awkward. I don't really follow that anyway. That's the reason I don't really like to follow the follow those markings in the. I haven't really followed the markings in the FMCs in every FMC. Have you ever tried to land in North Korea? No. It doesn't do anything though. It doesn't do anything. It's just like normal, just flying here, but just, yeah, it's different. Let's see. Best lighting here. I guess we'll keep on using this one. This one actually looks good. I really wish there was a way to get rid of that blocky look of the lights. I really wish there was a way to fix that, or if there's like a way to fix that, plug-in or something. Well, it could be pilot error. Yeah, true. Could be pilot error. Could be. I have a lot of those in my streams, so pretty used to pilot errors. We're running actually pretty good on fuel, actually, not bad. Alright, we'll go ahead and vector ourselves in from here. So we're gonna make a left-hand turn. Just to, since we're flying a big 747, I'm gonna fly this a little bit weird, a little bit different of an arrival. If I was flying 737, I'll just go straight in and make a U-turn, but I want to try to get a nice swooping turn to get our speed down and make sure we do some checks before we get in. So let's go over here, go and get our auto brake. We're gonna set our auto brake to 3. And let's go to our checklist here. So our approach, exterior lights are set, descent limit is set, VREF is select, or VREF, we're not gonna worry about that. Nav systems are set, auto brakes are set, crew briefing is complete, altimeters are set, and then we'll be on our final, which is gonna be gear down, cabin alert, which is not gonna do that. Again, we're flying cargo. Misapproach altitude, all that stuff is gonna be set. But go and make sure that we can catch our ILS here. So we do have the ILS in lock here, so we can see the ILS is set, but the glide slope is not set, or the localizer is being captured somewhat. It's just really far to the side, and now it's coming across. But that's all right. And then we're gonna have our glide slope once we come in as well. But once we get aligned on the runway, and once we actually face the correct way, it will readjust and it will be fit. So yeah, we're good. Does FedEx fly the 748 in real life? No, I think they completely got rid of the 74s in their fleet, if I'm correct. If not, then they probably have a few still flying around. I don't know about a 748, but I do know that in the past they used to use 747s, but I believe they got rid of them in their fleet, if I am correct. I know they're not very popular anymore, because I remember I used to see them fly in and out of Alaska, Anchorage Airport, a lot. But yeah, I believe they retired the 747 out of their fleet, and they replaced them. I think they replaced them with 777s, I believe. I think. I'm correct. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that they don't. Yes, I don't think they fly them anymore. Alright, we're gonna go and start making a right-hand turn. Get ready to align. Come on. Come on. It's like the only thing I really hate about that. Come on. There's the only thing I really hate about XP Realistic Pro is the camera. So I could disable that, but I actually kind of like it. No, they didn't, because 747s are mainly used for Pacific flights. No, they don't. I don't think they use some. I don't think they. I think they use 757s for the or 777s for those though. Because I haven't seen a 747 flown by FedEx in a long time. But like I said, I could be wrong. They probably could still be using the 747 in some way, shape, or form. But I have no idea. Been years and years since I've seen it. Alright, let's go and start making a right-hand turn. Los Angeles to Australia do that flight for cargo. Oh, they do? Oh. That's okay. Yeah, they're just not as popular anymore then. Probably got rid of half of them or something out of their fleet. Probably majority of them. Start slowing down 230 knots. I'll bring flaps down 2 notches. Alright, and then Dumba is going to be at 4,000, so it's going to start going down for 4,000. I have to use some speed brake here, keep us slowed down. Federal Express inherited Boeing 747-200s from the Flying Tiger line after this after its merger. The 747s would exit the fleet by 1996. Yeah. So I think 747s are not being used by FedEx anymore or something. I believe. I don't know. Like I said, they could be using for something else, but no idea. Not entirely sure on that. FMC message. What's our FMC message? VFI approach. Alright, we're good about that. Not gonna worry about that. Alright, we'll be coming down here soon. We'll go ahead and get ready to lock on to the localizer here in a bit. Get turned here more. Do we have our glide slope coming up? Glide slope is now active. Our localizer will be coming in across here soon. And once we see movement, we'll go and turn on approach mode. We'll go and do localizer actually first. We'll do the proper. We'll actually turn on localizer mode before we do approach mode. Where you're supposed to do it. Alright, localizer's coming alive. We're going to enable localizer mode. Get rid of that. And here we go. Turn on to runway 28 right. Yeah, that was a perfect turn. Oh, instant weather update. Jesus. That was no bueno. Plane handled it though. That's why that's the thing I kind of hate about Vatsim weather though, is it just those random weather updates are quite scary. Not the best. All right, it's going to start slowing down the aircraft some more here. Oh wait, oh, it doesn't lock on to approach. Why is that in the? There we go. All right, we'll just hand fly it from here though. Pretty clear. All right. Random weather updates with Vatsim. Need to chill. Oh, again. Well, they got our speed down. Guess that's a plus. The wind blowing at now. Okay, so we're getting a heavy left crosswind. Okay. Keep on bringing it down. I didn't want to be this slow at this time, but sure. Why not? I'm bringing the plane down here. Clear that caution. Gotta get realigned here. We don't have another random weather update. Try to keep it around 180 knots for now. Alright, we're coming over the San Mateo Bridge. We'll go and lower the landing gear. Increase the drag for us. Coming up now onto the glide slope. Start lowering our speeds. Glide slope is alive. God dang it. Now we're gonna right crosswind. What is? Hold on, we gotta change. We're gonna go to. We're gonna get rid of this because this is gonna mess up our. Check it. Okay, let's check every 0 minutes. I don't know. It's changing back and forth. Oh, let's try this. Preferences. Make it up. We'll have weather. Check weather. 5 minutes. Alright, let's unpause now. Now we're gonna immediate right crosswind, so I have no idea what that's all about. Go full flaps. Holy crap, hold my beer, I got this. Tennessee, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Alright. Here we go. Weather's not being too friendly right now. Does this plane have issues? No, it's not the plane, it's just the Vatsim weather. It's not the best. This plane is fine, it's just the weather update is just bad. Here we go. Start slowing down for final here. The good thing about this plane is it slows down really fast, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, we're getting on the glide slope. We don't want to pull an air AG on it, that would be bad. Now we're good though. Hopefully we don't smack the ground on this landing. I feel like our nose is really up in the air, but... Yeah, our nose is up there. Our nose is up there. Alright, reverses out. That was a terrible landing. That was a terrible landing. Holy crap, this plane just stopped super fast. Okay. Literally had to hold the reverses for like a second, and we already slowed down that fast. That was crazy. That was a terrible landing. I already know that was a terrible landing. Terrible. Our nose was up there. How much fuel did we have? I still think that was too much fuel. I think SimBrief is really not reliable anymore. SimBrief is giving me like too much fuel in the briefings. I should have dumped fuel. I should have gone my instinct and I should have jettisoned some fuel off, because we were pretty heavy on that landing. I'll bring that back in. Yeah, we'll watch the replay back. I don't know. That one say that was a tail strike, but that was pretty close to. Pretty close. All right, where's the taxi line at? See it in this plane. Good. Yeah, we were way too heavy on that landing, so I need to find something else that gives me weights that are not gonna give me overweights, because this is like I don't know, like the third time in a row that SimBrief has given me bad weight, like in the past few streams. Like for the 737s, it gives me perfect fuel weights, but for the MD-80 it gave me bad fuel weight. For the 777 on an off-stream flight that I did, maybe about last week, gave me too much fuel. And then this 747 gave me too much fuel, so I need to find if there's like a better flight planner out there that gives me fuel, because SimBrief is, for those 3 specific planes, is giving me too much fuel for whatever reason. That's alright. But we bounced big time. We bounced big time on that one. Oh, there we go. But anyways, we're down, we made it safe, so that's all that matters, right? Back on. Taxi light on? But I'm gonna fly this plane more. Now that I got this, now that this plane is fixed, I'm gonna start flying this plane even more, because I absolutely loved flying this plane in the past. It was a lot of fun to fly. See any? Not really. Yeah, great view. Yeah, it was amazing view. I really want to see if I could find a mod to extend the rendering of the lights out further, because that would be even better. See the whole city of San Francisco just lit up. That would look amazing. What time do we arrive at? 6:06. Oh, that's actually pretty accurate. The FMC actually had us pretty accurate. So we touched down at around like 6:06, 6:07. We're on time. Right on time. At least according to what our FMC stated. But I'd say we're on time. Yeah, next one I'm going to bring out, since I haven't streamed it in a while, is the 75 or this 777. It's been a while since I've streamed that one as well. Still a bit rusty on that one, but fun plane to fly. Yeah, definitely have to fly that one again. Is this Mr. X's SFO? Yes, it is. Maybe we'll do a DHL flight one of these days, because I think they take the 757 if I'm correct. We'll definitely have to take the a DHL call sign one of these flights. I don't know, maybe if DHL does a flight down to Norman Manley, or maybe we'll just do an American flight that night. They do fly that. Oh, is this all DHL back here? Oh no, there's FedEx back. Does the 777 run better than the 757? It run better as in like frames, feel, graphics, everything. I think the 757 is better than the 777. The 777, I've had a few bugs in the past with the 777, not anything too game breaking or anything like that, but I did have my fair share of issues with that plane, and we're gonna take this ramp right here. I think we'll be able to fit that ramp there. But yeah, I've had my fair share of issues with the 777. Frames, I would say the 757 does. I don't know. I'd say they do about the same. They're both. I mean, I've never really had issues with frames with both of them, but they're both about the same for me, to be honest. In frame, I'm gonna blind him, but yeah, I'd say they're about the same in frames, to be honest. Thinking about it. Alright. And we'll go and pull the park brake, and we'll check our parking. It's actually pretty straight. So yeah, we had some wing space there. Definitely had some space. Alright. We are here at San Francisco. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna watch that replay back. We're gonna see how bad that landing was. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and log out of Vatsim, and we'll that box connect. Go to watch that back.
V2.
Yeah, well, I want to see how bad the plane will bode upward. Not that bad right now. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty bad. You see night vision mode? Nope. Yeah, our plane, we had to bow the aircraft a ton. Maybe a tail strike. Possible tail strike, guys. Oh, that is so close to tail. That is a close tail strike. But yeah, that was a bad landing. Terrible landing. Not my best landing ever. Good God, that bounce. Yeah, I'm not gonna use SimBrief for this plane ever again. SimBrief gave me way too much fuel on this flight. And I mean way too much fuel on this flight. They overkilled me with the fuel, and that ended up making us have to like almost tail strike on the landing. But yeah. It nose hit harder than the mains, yeah it did. Because of how heavy we were. Plus I'm sure the cargo and the plane didn't help either, but I'm pretty sure if we dumped a lot of fuel, we would have made a better landing than that, because we had 20,000 pounds of fuel on board, which is not what I wanted, but not what I was expecting. Yeah, that's the stream for tonight, guys. We're gonna definitely fly something that we know is capable of giving us the correct fuel and stuff. Other than that, I'll be flying the 747 a little bit more. We'll get into this 777 at some point in time. And next flight I'll try my best to get the Norman Manley airfield up and running for like scenery and everything. So we'll see how that goes, see how photoreal goes overnight. We'll see if there's any crashes in the area. We'll see if there's any scenery. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed for tonight, guys. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your night. And I may be streaming tonight, maybe some Rainbow Six Siege. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next one.
Of all these dreams I can't remember. No, I can't tell. After all that we've been through, I think it's fair from me to you. Watch it burn as we soar away. Hey, hey. After all is said and done, and I know I am the one, I have waited here forever. But all I know is what I'm told. This feeling cannot be controlled. We'll watch the stars when I am gone. Have faith in me, we will behold. The skies are cast, they are foretold. We'll watch the stars when I'm gone. When I am gone. You carry the world upon your shoulders. For I'm